Hey guys, we're back with another Thursday Thunder, and we're joined with Scott Kramer, is our Losi brand manager, and we have two brand new products to talk about today. So what do we have here, Scott?
Well, we have the fourth iteration of the Tenacity lineup, and this is the Tenacity DB.
Cool.
DB standing for, as you can see, Desert Buggy.
Desert Buggy, nice. Yeah, these look really cool. I saw the light bar in front. We could flip this guy on and show you guys the light bar. Yeah, so bright LED light bar. I thought that was really cool. How fast do these things go?
We're looking at about 50 miles an hour plus.
Wow.
On 3S right out of the box. No gear change, no nothing.
Yeah.
So this one is awesome. You know, like I've said before in the past, the SCBE was actually one of my favorite releases that we've had, you know, since I've been here, and this is kind of the next generation of the SCBE. It's got the bottom loading battery tray. You know, it's got all the trick figures, you know, the driver figures, the roll bar, like as you saw before, the flip-top cage. It's got everything in there, so it's awesome.
Yeah, even like the last SCBE, you had to flip the body up to put the battery on, and now you have this bottom-loading battery tray. Yeah. Like all the other Tenacities. That's really cool. Yep.
And I'm glad you said that because, you know, first we released the short course truck, then we had the monster truck, and then we just released the Truggy. Yep. Now the DB. And it's almost like 85 to 90% of the parts from each vehicle are all compatible. So it's like if you have one or the other, you've got parts for one or the other.
That's very cool.
Works out really well.
Yeah. I really like these trim schemes, nice and bright.
Yeah, definitely. I figured you'd like that one since it's close to your racing colors. But definitely, yeah, it's going to be an awesome vehicle out there. We've got a killer video. We had a lot of fun doing that at the Badlands. That was real cool. So takes a ton of abuse. You could run it on the street, on the desert, on a track. Works very well on a track. Yep. 3 adjustable differentials, just like the legendary 10 platform that this is based on. So, you know, some of the TLR hop-ups actually bolt right onto here, so you can take it to the next level if you wanted to. But street price on this is $399.
It's pretty cheap.
Yeah, definitely.
Reasonable.
Yep, comes with the Spektrum DX2E Active. So you could do the speedometer app, you could do the Spektrum dashboard app as well, and then it's got the 3-position switch on there, so you can actually control. So if your little kids want to run it, they can run it, and if you want to run it full speed, you can do that too as well.
Very cool. And I understand we have like a Tenacity sweepstakes going on?
Yeah, we actually have a sweepstakes running until May 1st, and it's called #MyTenacity. And what we were asking you guys to do is go on Instagram, Facebook, and basically post pictures, video, whatever you want, and just put the #MyTenacity in there. And then at the end, we're going to pick 3 lucky winners, and we're going to give away a Losi t-shirt, a hat, and a parts package worth $150 for the Tenacities. So that ends May 1st, so definitely jump on, you know, like I said, Instagram, Facebook, and #MyTenacity.
Very cool. Well, thanks for joining us, Scott. Hopefully we'll see you next time.
That sounds good. Thanks.
See you guys. Hey guys, we're back with Derek Sockhaven. He is our Blade brand manager, and we have a brand new heli to talk about. Yep. So what do we got here, Derek?
So today we are announcing the 230S V2. Now this may look like a very familiar helicopter. That is because it is. We've had the 230S in the lineup for a long time. It's really one of our best-selling helicopters. Really great intermediate heli for guys who kind of want to step up to an outdoor model, or they kind of want to try their hand at collective pitch and some 3D. Yeah. So this comes with most of the great features, well, really all the great features that we had in the 230S, with some notable improvements that really make this helicopter fly a lot better.
Very cool.
Kind of first and foremost, you can see it here sitting on the table. We have a whole new color scheme on it. So it's a nice bright orange and blue canopy.
Not going to lose it in the sky.
No. It's just perfect for somebody learning aerobatic maneuvers. You know, you're not going to lose orientation quite as easy. So an orange tail fin on it, orange tail blade. And that from the first one, I believe it was like white, which shows up really well in the sky, but the orange really pops on the back of a blue sky, or even in some, you know, some more tree environments where you have some trees in the backdrop. Cool. One of the big things on this is it is shipping with our new AR636 with the aluminum bottom case. Oh, cool. So what that does is it eliminates a lot of kind of the vibration and if the flight controller, you know, receives some vibrations, it can kind of throw it off, and you can get a little waggles here and there. It makes big difference on that. That's also retuned with new algorithms. Yeah. But a lot of the same things, like I said, are all all there was to love about the 230S is still here. Really durable frame, really easy to fly, very tame, but can be turned up, and you can really do some tic-tocs, 3D maneuvers, things like that. Still same Metal Gear servos. One of the big durability improvements is is a beefed up and a more robust main gear. So that's one thing that is a crash piece, like we call it, on a helicopter, where that strips out quite a bit. But when going to a thicker main gear, really it's a lot more durable.
Cool. Yeah, I flew the first one and I liked it a lot. Is this one going to fly around the same?
Yep, it will. So it also has a new ESC, so that makes the world of difference when it comes to holding the tail. So all the same flight characteristics that there were to love about the 230, we kind of just improved on those a little bit. The tail holds really, really nice now. The same flight modes, so this is perfect for, like I said, the beginner stepping into an intermediate heli. It has a self-leveling mode. It has an agility mode for full 3D. And then the 3D mode kind of ramps up the flip and roll rates, so it's you can really do a lot of impressive stuff with it. And if a beginner gets into an odd situation where they're not comfortable with, it does come with panic recovery. Yeah, you would need that.
Like me, yeah.
So all you need to do is you hit the button, and it returns the helicopter back to a level flight. So if you kind of get up there and you want to try something new, and you do something and you're like, oh, I don't know what's going on, you hit that button, and it brings you back to level, lets you compose yourself a little bit, and then you can get back into flying. Yep.
Very cool. All right. Well, thanks for telling us about the 230S, Derek, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Hey guys, we're back, and we have Jason Merkel with our E-flite team, and we have a brand new plane. It's pretty bright, so you want to tell us about it?
Yeah, it's very, very exciting. It's orange for a very good reason, because this is the fastest ever prop-driven E-flite branded airplane. So we had the Rare Bear some years ago. It's very, very fast, over 100 miles per hour on a 4S setup. And we've got the F-27, which is very fast, a little over 100 miles per hour on 4S. But this airplane was designed from the ground up to be fast. Not only to be fast, but to look good. And so we like the shape. We made it, kind of a very aerodynamic, smooth racer shape. We optimized the aerodynamics to make sure that it was fast and efficient, so it doesn't take tons and tons of power to go fast. You can do that with an inefficient airplane. You can put big enough motor on it, it'll go super fast. We optimized this so it works really well with the power system that's installed. It's got a 60 amp ESC, and it's got a motor that's 3S and 4S compatible. So on 3S, it goes a little over 100 miles per hour. 3-cell 2200, which a lot of guys have, out of the box, 100 miles per hour, no problem. With a 4S, 1800 to a 2200, a stronger battery gets you to go a little faster. It's a little up to over 120 miles per hour. So on 4S, it's fast, and even on 3S, it's really fast, and it's really exciting. And so it has unlimited vertical, tons of power, no problem. It's 4-channel. It does have metal-geared digital servos all around. So we wanted it to be precise. We wanted it to be fast. It's got an all EPO airframe, but it's got composite reinforcement throughout, so it's a very stiff airplane. It bolts together, you pull out of the box, it kind of goes together in just a few minutes, and you're ready to fly. It's available in a bind-and-fly basic version, which has the Spektrum AR636 receiver installed with AS3X, which is great because that smooths it out in the wind. And then also it has Safe Select, so it's optional. You don't have to use it. Some guys don't want Safe, that's no problem. But for an airplane like this that you hand launch, it's nice to have Safe turned on during the launch. You can take your hand, you throw it, you kind of get composed, get your hands back on the transmitter, then you can flip Safe off. So that's an option. We've got a nice big keel that we added on the bottom here with a hand grip to make it really easy to overhand launch.
Cool.
There's other launching options as well, but if you do overhand typical launch, it has a really, really good hand grip for that. So it's a really exciting airplane. V900, the V doesn't really stand for anything in particular. Velocity, very fast, all those things. 900 millimeter wingspan, so it's a relatively compact design. The wing bolts on, comes on and off very, very easy if you want to break it down for transport, but it's so small, I don't think you need to. It can sit in the front seat of somebody's car, or something like that, or put it in the trunk, no problem, all in one piece. So very exciting airplane. It will be available the end of June, early July, and I think it's really exciting because the last couple of releases that we've had, especially from E-flite, have kind of been like refreshed airplanes. We did have the E-flite, the UMX GB, which is kind of a racer, not 100 miles per hour by any stretch, but that one actually, a lot of guys loved it, and based on the pre-order so far, it's been a phenomenal addition back to the line. But we're really excited about this. I think guys are looking for fast airplanes,
that
brand new design, and also something that looks really cool. This looks good, I think. Really looks are subjective, but I think most people would argue this does look fast. It looks good. We've got the orange on it. We've got a nice high-vis difference on the bottom. So we've got some of the black and white contrast on the bottom, makes it very clear what is top versus the bottom in case you're flying by fast. But the other thing that I want to point out is it does fly around at a reduced throttle setting, no problem. Really? So you can cruise around at like, third power, flying around relatively slow. You can do all kinds of aerobatics, loops, rolls, knife edge, no problem. Wow. And it slows down really nice for landing. It doesn't have any bad tip stall tendencies. It doesn't land hot like some speed airplanes do. Okay. It's not as lightly loaded as some other park flyer type airplanes, but it still is relatively easy to fly and land, especially in the Binafly basic version with Safe Select turned on. So if this is your first high-speed airplane, maybe the first time you've had a low-wing airplane even, you could successfully fly this with Safe turned on, no problem. And then if you're an experienced pilot, you don't want to turn on Safe, no problem. You don't have to do that. So yeah, I think it's a phenomenal addition to the lineup. Very excited about it. This will actually be flown at STEF this week, which is really exciting. So STEF starts today, or actually I think it started earlier this week, and some of the guys will be out there flying this model, and you can see it in action firsthand. We'll also have it at Jonah next month.
Very cool. All right, well, thanks for joining us, Jason, and we'll see you guys in the next one.